What's up, guys? I'm back and I have a new camera. Yay! I'm so sorry. It has been such a while since I recorded anything. It's been busy. It has been busy. I have been doing a few conventions and trying to like prepare. You guys got a brief glimpse of that, but I really needed to sort of upgrade my system stuff. So I have a new camera, which I'm really excited about. And I can't wait to get started doing some videos. Yes, so today I actually had a market and it didn't go so well. I say barely, but I didn't break even. It would have been nice to sort of make more money than I did. But these things happen, and that's just how business is. Let's try to turn a negative into a positive and make a video and talk about some stuff. Know that on my community section, I said that I wanted to do more art videos, which I will. But in the meantime, since I was feeling so crappy today, I decided to do to do something that I saw kind of sort of trending on YouTube lately, but it's called like Unpopular Opinions, and a lot of like bloggery type of people tend to do this, that I've noticed, and I decided to do one, but like anime edition, and my unpopular opinions involving anime. As you can see, I'm in my PJs. I'm very comfortable right now. Also, I've been having a very rough day. So, what I decided to do, besides just this video, I am eating keto cookies. I'm on a keto diet right now. These are my, let's see if we can get that focus together. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. They look ugly, but they're quite delicious. They're very good. So good. I'm still eating. I'm sorry. Okay. So, my unpopular opinions when it comes to anime. To be fair, I don't have a lot of unpopular opinions, but the few that I do have, I think might ruffle a few feathers. I have notes because I had to write this stuff down. Let's start with the small one first. Okay, small one. For those of you who, I don't know if you know this anime or not, but Elfenlied, yeah, didn't like it, hated it, trash. I don't see the appeal. My best friend, when that anime came out, we were teens. We were like 12 or 13. Wasn't good. Didn't like it from the beginning. The get-go, the whole like naked psychic power thing that Lucy had. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but if you have, you know what I'm talking about. I wasn't feeling it. Wasn't feeling it at all. I thought it was, for lack of a better word, corny. It was really corny to me. It was really dramatic, like unnecessarily so. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. Yeah, that was it. Next one. Oof. What should I hit you with? Kind of heavy, not so heavy, but I don't like One Piece. I just don't. I know that there are like millions of people out there in the world who disagree with me. I don't really fuck with One Piece. I don't like it. I don't hate it, but I don't like it. Like, it's a really old show. It's an old story. The manga's been around since I was, again, in junior high. And it just kept going, and I don't know. it's just not for me. But there's like this one theme that's in the movies that like it slaps, and I downloaded it and everything. I don't remember the name of it, but offhand I can't even think of how it goes, but like I'll know it when I hear it. But it slaps. But as an anime and I'm not, I don't really get what the hype is about for me. And then this is not a Unpopular Opinions manga edition, but the manga for One Piece is also not my favorite. I do have volume 1, which I got when I was in junior high, and I still have it. Because as a kid, I did like it, but I didn't like it enough to collect more, if you feel me. Like I have volume 1 through 9 of Bleach, but only volume 1 of One Piece. The idea of pirates just doesn't really appeal to me, which is funny because I did like Pirates of the Caribbean, but that had Johnny Depp in it. And at the time, Johnny Depp was fantastic. But pirates are just not my thing. I don't really like Oda's art. That's another thing too. I like his designs, but I don't really like his art. It's something about it that I can't really get into it, but it's just not for me. And like huge respect to Oda, but like let's see. Let's ease into something a little less, I don't know, I'm gonna do this like in waves, like something big, something kind of minor, something big, something kind of minor. The unpopular opinion of mine is that I think that the anime Mushishi is probably one of the best supernatural animes in a long time. Wow, like it's so good. It is so good, and I think a lot of people are, not a lot, but I feel like there might be a good few of you out there who's just like, what are you talking about? Like, what is a mushishi? Like, what is a mushishi though? What is a mushishi? Anyway, if you've seen the anime, you know what mushishi are, and the idea of them is just amazing. It's just a good anime. Like, it just has a solid story. It's good. It's quiet. People who won't like mushishi are young people who don't do well with quietness. I think it's probably better for an older crowd, but I think once you see it and you're able to sort of appreciate silence in a movie or in an animation, you're really gonna fall for it. It's almost like with what Hayao Miyazaki does in his movies. It's called Ma, where it's like he has all these things of action going on, but then he leaves a moment of quiet for the audience to sort of process what has happened in the story. Mushishi does that, but it also is just a bit more on the quieter scale. It's not like a whole bunch of like pop and whatever and flair and flashiness. It's not a lot of that going on. But what it has in its entirety is substance. That anime is full of substance. If you're into substance and good storytelling and like interesting like concepts, Mushishi, I'm telling you, very good anime. Probably one of my top supernaturals, if not the top for me. Another one is here's a big one for all of you Hunter x Hunter fans out there, which I know there are many of you. Even my best friend, she got me into rewatching Hunter x Hunter again because I had seen up to a certain amount and then I stopped, and she was like pushing me to get to a certain point. You gotta get to this part, and like it's gonna be bomb. It's so good. You gotta get there. You gotta get there. You gotta get there. Finish watching. And that part was the Chimera Ant arc. And my opinion of it wasn't impressed. Yeah, so let me tell you something. I was not impressed with the Chimera Ant arc. I'm so sorry. I don't know. It seemed like it was gonna do something like that. It fell totally flat with. Okay, so here's the thing. When you put too much expectation on things for people to like watch or like get into, it kind of ruins it a little bit. So there was too much expectation put on me to watch and enjoy this, and I just was not. It just wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. It started off really solid. Okay. Started off kind of solid. First of all, like when you get that introduction to Kite, and there's all this like ominous kind of like mood. There's like this huge ominous mood that's the vibe when you meet him. Oh my gosh, I really want to hear what you guys have to say about this. But it seemed like it was gonna be good. There's like this whole ominous thing, you know, where I don't remember if he was playing a guitar or a flute, or I don't remember what it was, but he was sitting on the tree and there was like fog everywhere, and it seemed like, oh shit, it's about to go down. And then, I don't know, it just started falling flat for me. Like, the villains were interesting. I can never remember their names for the life of me, but the cat one was cool. The cat character was like wild. It was wild. The characters in the Chimera Ant arc were very good. Very good characters. I don't remember everybody's name because I've moved on to other animes, but yo, the dude that was like the Yankee, like Yakuza kind of guy who had the that power where if he punched you, he would put your nen into like debt or some shit. That was trippy. I don't know if like younger kids saw that and like had no clue what the power was, but like adults who have to deal with credit and bills, they were like, ooh. For me, I was like, oh, damn, that's how debt hits you with the way he punches you. Oh yeah, I liked the characters. I liked him. I liked his special like nen power or whatever. And I thought that the way the story developed was very good, but I just didn't like the story. I thought it was interesting how these like ancient ant creatures have been like migrating or whatever, and then like they settled, like I guess wherever they settle at is like they take over it or whatever, and that was okay. I guess it wasn't very engaging for me, but it was okay. Everything was good about it except the actual story. So for me, if the story wasn't that good, I'm kind of like, out of the other arcs for Hunter x Hunter, I think my favorites were probably, and this is gonna sound mad corny, the Hunter exam. I really like the Hunter exam, and that's probably why I started to slow down on watching the anime, because I had finished the Hunter exam. And for me, I really liked the Hunter exam because it was reminiscent of Yu Yu Hakusho. So, and I know Takashi's done both, but like that's what I mean. Like it felt very Yu Yu Hakusho. Like felt like he was going back into like his Yu Yu Hakusho days, and it got really nostalgic for me, and I was really impressed with it because I'm a huge Yu Yu Hakusho fan, which is why I gave Hunter x Hunter a chance in the first place, because otherwise it didn't really appeal to me. It seemed a little too childish for me. I really love Yu Yu Hakusho. I figured I'd watch it, and that was like super nostalgic for me. Reminded me like when Yusuke and the gang were in the Maze Beast Castle, and like they had to like go through all the like bosses to get to the leader, and there was like that one annoying bird that was there, and like Shizuko, I think her name was. She's not important. She's not important. I also really liked the York New City arc. Like the Phantom Troop is just a fantastic example of like what good character writing and development is about. They were probably the prime example of what life is really like in the world of Hunter x Hunter. Like you knew there was something despicable about them, but you knew that they couldn't help it because that was just how they were born, and like how that was just like the world they were introduced to. Okay, so okay, I've got another one. It's a little big, but I don't think it's that big. I think if people sort of, if I can explain myself well enough, I think people will understand my point here. Here we go. There is an anime out there that I do feel like needs to be heavily whitewashed. And take this with a grain of salt, but I feel like this anime needs a movie. It needs to be done American, and it needs to be super freaking whitewashed. And this might be an unpopular opinion, but that anime is Fullmetal Alchemist. Wait. Okay. Hear me out. Okay. So, we all saw the movie, or I'm assuming that you all saw the movie. The one that was released on Netflix, the Japanese created one. Fullmetal Alchemist is anything but a Japanese story. It is very much rooted in whiteness. It's very much rooted in Europe. It's very much rooted in World War II history, Nazi Germany history, and like it's very much rooted in that. So even with the science, even the science of alchemy and like what alchemy is supposed to be, that all that is in Europe. So like, in my opinion, they had no business trying to make a movie out of that. That's my opinion. That might be the popular opinion, most popular opinion within this whole video. My unpopular opinion though is I want to see this be a movie really badly. This movie definitely needs to happen, and it needs to be Hollywood made, and it needs to be in all white cast. I'm so sorry. I typically do not like, I typically don't do this kind of thing. I'm not typically that person. So I feel like for me to say that and to push that, like there's potential there. When it just feels more authentic, I should say. Like it would, for me, I think it would just feel more authentic if they just like took Fullmetal Alchemist to Hollywood, had somebody like, I don't know, who could, somebody like Christopher Nolan maybe could direct it, and like, I don't know, oh god, Joseph Gordon-Levitt is too old, but he could be in it. Oh, I didn't even think about casting. Oh, I might have to throw that up somewhere. I'm like seriously considering like who could be who. Oh my god, Tom Holland could be Al. Oh my god. Just do it. Scarlett Johansson could be Risa Hawkeye. Okay, my next, I have two more, and then that's it. The movie Kimi no Na wa, Your Name, came out, and like it blew up in Japan, and like they also blew up over here with a lot of anime moviegoers and stuff like that, and even like the Japanese community here, the people that I know, and some of the people that I worked with at that time, they were like, there was one guy at my job who was like a complete and utter dildo, and he was saying how it made him cry, and I was like, What? You have a soul to cry? What? I gotta check this movie out. So, Shinji and I ended up watching it. It was really, really, really good. Like, really good. I was surprised. The plot, the story, like, all of it was something that I had never seen before done in anime, let alone an anime movie. I thought it was cool. I thought the twist was really cool too, because there is a slight twist in the movie. I thought that was like, it was very refreshing, the twist. I thought it was a very refreshing movie. That said, around the same time that Kimi no Na wa came out in Japan, there was another movie that had came out called A Silent Voice. The premise of that movie is, it's basically about his interactions with her and how he used to bully her. And once he got older, he sort of had an incredible amount of regret for his actions as a child. Like, no more than maybe 6 years had passed by until he realizes that he had been a huge, like, jerk to this girl, this disabled deaf girl. Here we go with my unpopular opinion. A Silent Voice was better than Kimi no Na wa. And here's why. A Silent Voice had a lot more of a relatable story. I don't know, it's not even that close of a story to me, but it's just more relatable. Your Name was fantastic. The premise was good. The premise was good. Great movie. However, A Silent Voice was relatable, and it had so much substance. It was so deep. It was like everybody knows what it's like to be bullied. I have been bullied when I was a kid, and even as an adult, sometimes I get bullied. And it's like bullying never goes away. Like everybody gets bullied, and at some point in time, there is somebody who has bullied. You can relate to both characters. I feel like everybody has bullied and also regretted bullying. I think for me, that was the part that hit me the strongest for me. That is a topic for me I have never seen in anime. And that was like, that was so mind-blowing that they could run that deep with it. Like, I think they have it on YouTube now, so if you get a chance, please check it out. It's a very, very, very good movie. Please check it out, especially if you've ever dealt with bullying, if you've ever been a bully yourself and like have regretted it. Like, please watch it. It is so good, so good. Okay, my last big one is, I feel like I'm gonna get so much hate, especially from black guys, because this is like the mecca for black men, like for black male blurs, male blurs. There we go. Okay, I'm nervous mentioning this. I feel like people are gonna be so mad. That's unpopular opinion is that I've never really been into DBZ like that. I don't know if it's surprising or not, or maybe it's not surprising because I'm a girl, but I'm not really into DBZ. I have followed the story, and I have followed things. I even saw the movie, the Frieza movie. I forgot when it came out. It came out maybe like 3 years ago or 2 years ago or something like that. I took my niece to it, and my niece loves DBZ. She loves it. I have favorite characters. I like the idea of this show, but I'm not really into it. It's like, it's the weirdest thing. I've never seen more than a handful of episodes of DBZ, and I'm not kidding you. I think I've seen more episodes of Dragon Ball than I have of DBZ. But I love the characters. I have ships. I totally ship Bulma and Vegeta. that's like my big pairing in DBZ. Beerus is like one of my favorite characters. I just and like Beerus is like a newer character. So it's like, granted, I found out about him in the Frieza movie. But still, like, I paid money to go see this movie, but I'm not into DBZ like that. Like, I've never read the manga. I've never seen any of the movies other than the Frieza one. I've never seen GT. I've never seen Kai. I've never watched any of it. I don't care to. I probably will never do it. Like, I just like his characters. I like the characters in Dragon Ball Z. I love the designs. I like Akira Toriyama's artwork and like character design, and like that's the only thing that keeps me going. It's not enough for me to watch it and like try to like really lock in the story, but I like the character designs. Yes, so here's my Batman hat, and I got a shirt that I ordered with Vegeta on it that says Batman. I love the characters. Love the characters, love the design, I love all of it. I love the fact that one of the toughest characters in the DBZ universe is associated with the color pink. Fucking fantabulous. But yeah, that is basically it. That is my unpopular opinions anime edition. So now that we're done, I will give you 3 popular opinions that I have. 1, Yu Yu Hakusho, amazing anime. 2, Cowboy Bebop, also amazing anime, amazing soundtrack, love them. And number 3, Akira. Akira's hands down one of the best anime movies ever. Bam, simple, easy, popular. Like my Batman hat, definitely give a thumbs up. And my pizza pajamas, if you like the combination going on here, give the video a thumbs up. If you're interested in seeing my art videos, studio vlogs, convention vlogs, and these little nuggets of opinions, definitely consider subscribing, share it to your friends, and watch it a billion times, and throw popcorn at the screen if you don't like what I say, or eat popcorn, or better yet, eat a cookie. Okay, I'm done. Thanks for sticking around with me, you guys.